Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Harmony One price prediction update. And the current price for Harmony One stands at the $0.04 mark, and on TradingView the market is up by 3.15%. and in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart, and I'll be basing it on the Elliott wave patterns. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of this video and make sure that you give me a thumbs up. I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. So Harmony One saw an all-time high at around the $0.38 mark, and from there we started seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, and I believe whatever has been happening of late is just a continuation of this massive ABC correction, and the ABC correction has taken us to around the $0.032 mark, and from there we started seeing a nice bounce to the upper side of this key support that we have at around the $0.04 mark, and this is a very key support that we need to continue holding for us to continue seeing higher prices for Harmony One. And Harmony One came down to this yellow target area that I have between the $0.11 mark and the $0.08 mark, and we even went below that to around the $0.03 mark. And some of the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart are that Harmony One, I believe it has done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction, and having done that, whatever should follow here is a wave that can take us to an all-time high, and I believe that will play out in this massive Elliott wave, having a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to an all-time high. And the minimum that I expect the wave 1 to do is to go to around the $0.23 mark and the $0.19 mark. That's the minimum that I expect us to go in a wave 1 to the upper side, and then the other waves can then follow. And for that to happen, there are key resistances that we need to break in this area between the $0.24 mark and the $0.04 mark. The first resistance is at around the $0.11 mark, where we have been, you can see over here we have found support at around the $0.01 mark, and that means we have turned that area into resistance now, and we need to break above that. And before we even do that, we first need to see higher prices for Harmony One and go back into this yellow target that is between the $0.08 mark and the $0.11 mark. Once that happens and we break to the upper side, we can then have a successful retest to the upper side, go to the resistance that you have at around the $0.15 mark, also have a retest of that area once we break above it. And once that happens, then it will be possible for us to go to this blue target area for the wave 1. And then once that happens, I'll expect a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and then a wave 5 can take us to an all-time high. So that's the first key scenario that needs to play out, and for that to play out, I also expect us to continue seeing higher prices on the Bitcoin chart, because Harmony One has not yet decoupled from whatever Bitcoin is doing. Once you see a sell-off on the Bitcoin chart, then we see another sell-off on the Harmony One chart and all other altcoins. So it's not only for Harmony One. And the other key scenario that can play out is that it's not a must that we have a break to the upper side. We can still have a push to the lower side, a move to the lower side, and I expect once we break below this support that we have at around the $0.03 mark, that will be a worst case scenario for Harmony One playing out. And if we have a retest of that area, then that would mean we'll be unlocking even lower prices for Harmony One, and we don't have much of support to the lower side. So I believe Harmony One will continue holding above the $0.04 mark, and once that happens, once we see a nice pump on the Bitcoin chart, I believe even on Harmony One we'll see a nice pump to the upper side. Taking a look at the indicators, on the RSI we have room for us to continue pushing higher because we are trading at around the 34 mark, so that means we have potential for us to continue moving higher. On the MACD, just the other day we had a bullish cross, and you can see on the MACD we are having a little bit of an increase in volume, so it's possible for us to continue seeing higher prices for Harmony One because of there's an indication of a bullish momentum in the market, which has been shown by the MACD, and also on the RSI we have room for us to continue pushing higher. Going to the 4-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart we also still don't have much of a movement on the 4-hour chart, but we can also have a look at the indicators. The RSI is above the 50 mark. That would mean we still have room for us to continue pushing higher, and also note that there's still downward possibility on the RSI. On the MACD we had a bullish cross and an increase in the volume on the MACD, so those are the bullish indications that you can see on the indicators. So let's be patient and see how that plays out on the Harmony One chart, and I'll keep you updated on anything that plays out. That's all.